It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The opening tip to the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center. To Porter for three. It's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a four-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Otto Porter with a chance at a four-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. You can count that one. Four-point play. Smith now into the front court. Down four. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Clarkson.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ, but Jake, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight finals wins. Gets it in the right corner. Porter. He made his first effort, but not that time. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Wendell Carter at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Clarkson with the basketball. Trailing by 4. Love to Clarkson. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Bulls have it. Runner's good there.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Love to J.R. Smith. Cavs with 4 to shoot. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. The feed stolen away. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
To J.R. Smith. Here comes the screen. Smith to Clarkson. Nice pass to set things up.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Chicago with the possession. To Wendell Carter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down 8. Tough make through traffic.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
To Levine. 4-3. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Porter, message received. Well defended. Clarkson with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Lauri Markkanen tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. To J.R. Smith. Short jumper stays out. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Clarkson with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Tristan Thompson with the slam. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
And Otto Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Clarkson over to the right side. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Porter. From long range. How's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the 3.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Shot clock winding down. A couple of cracks at the line now.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line.
Subbing in, the Cleveland Cavaliers, number 22.
Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
And count the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Fires the 3. Not that time. He missed it. To Love. Look out, Larry Nance Jr. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The assist from number 6.
Cavs at the controls. Clarkson. Big finish at the rim.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. but it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Robin Lopez, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Love, 4-2. Count it for Kevin Love.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You're always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Count it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Clarkson with the basketball, trailing by 15 to J.R. Smith. Clarkson. Oh, he had it.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Lopez. Second effort. Stuffs it down with authority.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser-focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down a bundle to Love. No good. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Wendell Carter. Wide open look won't go.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you 80 million.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Finally, finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Straight down the middle, 4-2.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
To Wendell Carter. The pass set it all up.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Porter. Not today.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
And he finishes at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nance. To Clarkson. Lets it fly from long range. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Clarkson with the basketball. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Nice swat that time.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Short jumper off the mark. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Return label included.
Offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Not that time. And so we're through one here at United Center with the Bulls on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get the...
We got this. Let's go. Substitutions, Chicago. Into the game.
Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. He hits.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Deep right corner. Oh, he had him there for a second. Lauri Markkanen pins it. 4th this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Zach LaVine. He's 3 for 7.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Colin Sexton. Down low Thompson. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
And scores.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Not that time. Has a chance. And the rebound cleared by Thompson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Knight into the front court. His guys down big, and they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his 2nd personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark. Knight into the front court. He'll run the offense. And they'll get it down to Thompson. That's rebounded by Chicago. To Zach LaVine. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Zach LaVine forcing that one there. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
For 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Knight into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Brandon Knight, defended by the former Hoya. To J.R. Smith. Nice pass to get things going.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
4-3. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And the finish at the rim. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Levine fires the three. That no good, off the mark. Count the bucket for two.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Love. From long range. That one off and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Cleveland has the basketball. The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Clarkson to Love. Deep left corner. Smith to Love. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Terrific vision. No good. Clarkson. Another chance. Gathers it up. To Levine. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Clarkson to Love. The rebound cleared by the Bulls. Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him. To Love. Beyond the arc for three. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Number 8, Jordan Clarkson.
Knocked loose. Cavs come away with it. Great look and vision. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Love the fact that the shooter creates on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Bulls with it. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Porter. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Smith with the basketball. His guys should be able to get the final shot. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. It has been all Bulls.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Clarkson with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. To J.R. Smith. To Clarkson. From the painted area, won't go down. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw try, off the mark. Smith to Clarkson. Smith to Clarkson. Shot won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Otto Porter. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Knocks it down.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Won't go. He needs some luck on his side, given how they're defending.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Smith. Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Marking it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And finishes at the rim. Kevin Love with the stuff. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Lauri Markkanen, huge block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Clarkson with the basketball. Trailing by 14. Slams it down. And there was no stopping him that time.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Jordan Clarkson. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2 for Chicago.
Knocks down the first. Second and 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. Clarkson with the basketball. Down by 15. Another chance. And scores, and the foul. Kevin Love does it all. And now a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throws good, a three-point play, and the lead back down to 12. For three, no good. That's great defense. Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. 4-3. Misfires. It's no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Cavs at the controls to Clarkson. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Clarkson with the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. To Love. Fires the three. Jordan Clarkson. That was a difficult shot. Hits the three.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Love. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
To Porter. Carter. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And here's the setup, Ed, down this. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse, to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Porter. To Zach LaVine. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Trying to cash in. That's rebounded by the Cavaliers. To Clarkson. Love. Zach LaVine knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands.
Substitutions, Chicago. Substitutions, Cleveland.
Clarkson. Can't connect from inside. To Levine. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Buries it.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down a bundle. Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. Here's a chance from long range. That won't go.
Hey, check up. Let's go. Watch that cutter.
Love. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Clarkson with the basketball. His guys down big. Tristan Thompson with the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Porter. And scores. Strong take.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Love. Down low Thompson. And look out.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Has a look. And he buries it.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even Executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Love to Clarkson. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Offensive rebound. Kevin Love rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. To Love. Cleans the offensive glass. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
That pass stolen by the Cavs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Lopez. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Cruises inside for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense. To Love.
Watch that cutter.
Rebound Markkanen.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
And Jay, they call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
His 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 3, Chicago Bulls.
Love to Clarkson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Lopez. Robin Lopez. He's now 5 for 6.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
To Markkanen. Porter. Not that time.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
To Love. Lauri Markkanen snatching it out of the air. For three. Missed it. And a putback slam. Can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his fourth personal foul. Team foul.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Bulls take this one as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.